Salute my Tiger Tribe family, elevating higher and higher through the use and practice of self-discipline. It's your guy, it's your man, Mystical Path, the Mystic Oracle. About to drop a hot video for you guys, a much needed topic. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave your comments. In this video, I'm going to talk about controlling your emotions, or controlling your temper, should I say. When you come from a like a hot-blooded, family or whatever, just a hothead type family, these things, these behaviors and many of behaviors and characteristics come through the bloodline and attach itself to different, different children in the family. If your parents had multiple children, you may be one way. You notice children have different personalities. You know, some may have an easygoing personality, nothing bothers them, they're chill, they're relaxed. Then you have that one that come out the womb just hot-headed, hot-blooded. You know what I mean? And in society, your aura and your energy gives off a hot-blooded vibe, so you're gonna get tested a lot. Even when you don't want to be tested. It's a vibrational thing. You have to work on yourself, and I'm not saying that I've totally conquered this, because I haven't. I'm working on myself to conquer it, because I'm just a quick tempered, easy dude. I mean, I'll swing on a nigga so fast. I mean, without talking about anything. You know, I got a hot blooded vibe about me. Just come through my bloodline, bro. You know, it's all that wild Cherokee in me. It's all that wild Choctaw, that African blood in me. You know, just a ton of stuff in my family. But through the bloodline, it hit me. And I'm not the only one, but a lot of you cats are dealing with that. Some things that have helped me deal with it. Of course, the easy answer is to stay, kind of stay to yourself and stay away from places and people who make your blood boil. But the truth of that is, you can't do that all the time. You can't seclude yourself from the world, because you have things you got to do. You got to go to work. You got people on your job you got to deal with. You got all types of situations that come that you have to deal with. So you have to find other ways around it. Some things that help me is exercise. I mean, I like to lift weights anyway. I like to push weight anyway, because it gives you that oxytocin boost, that dopamine boost. It makes you feel good. Keeps you calm. It relaxes you. But you got to get in there and push heavy first. Then you get the benefit. If you're in the gym bullshitting, you're not gonna get it. If you go in the gym bullshitting, like some of you dudes that know you have the ability to push heavy weight, get in there and push heavy weight. You don't have to, do a weight that's comfortable for you. But when you get in the gym, it shouldn't be too easy. It shouldn't be so easy. You're just picking up weight and you can just do 100 reps. You're not working anything. If you can do 100 reps easy, you're not working anything. If you can do 10 to 15 reps easy, you're not working anything. You got to pick up some weight that challenges you, that makes you push, and makes you tear some muscle. And then after that rest period, your body gets there's a calming film that comes over you after your workout. And it lasts for, I think I talked about this in another video. It lasts for about 3 or 4 hours, I guess. I guess sometimes longer. It can last all day depending upon how you get at it. But exercise, work out. Another thing is get into, like nature. Go to parks, go hear the birds chirp. I mean, this sounds kind of square, but believe it or not, when you get in nature and get around trees and all these things, because you're connected to nature, you get by trees and go to parks, you see the squirrels and dogs and cats and whatever, everything, at the park, all animals running around or whatever, kids screaming all over the place. You got trees. It gives you a dopamine boost to be in that environment, in a nature environment, not secluded. There's a time to seclude yourself, but then there's other times where you have to get out in the world and you have to experience that fresh air, breathing that fresh air, you know, sit by trees, there's a relationship between there's a big relationship between humans and trees. There's a mystic relationship between humans and trees. You should look into that. Third thing, of course, meditate. Um, when you're meditating, you're more focused on your breathing, um, which goes into my fourth point, which is deep breathing, which is pretty much um, a form meditation or a form of meditation. You need to get enough uh, oxygen inside of your abdomen and allow it to flow throughout your whole body. You should be deep breathing 10 to 15 minutes a day, at least, for starters. You should be deep breathing. You should be meditating um, about that time too, 10 to 15 minutes a day to start. These things will help you. It's not going to totally get rid of it's not totally going to get rid of that beast in you, because you're a beast. You just you born a beast, man. Dog, I wish there was I wish there was an on and off switch, because I'd turn the motherfucker off. I mean, excuse my language, but if I had it my way, I'd shut it down all the time. But then too, when you're hot blooded and when you got a bad temper, you know, being aware and becoming awake to a lot of truths in life can can almost amplify your temper, because now you're more aware of things. So you can see BS a mile away. You can see fake lame people a mile away. You can see through them. You don't want them coming to waste your time, so it irritates you. I mean, just to be in their presence, it's a irritable vibe. I mean, if you're empathic or whatever, and you have these psychic you have heavy psychic energy on you, like myself. It's just something that comes through the bloodline. You're empathic, you're highly intuitive, you're highly magnetic. These things are they're gifts. I mean, to some degree, they're a gift, but they're a curse too. They're I should say they're a blessing and a curse, because you're just born with it. When you're intuitive, when you're highly intuitive and you have uh, amplified psychic energy about you. Some of you cats, because church and messed so many of you guys up, you don't even dive into those subjects. Religion got some of you cats so messed up, especially the church, and I'm putting emphasis on the black church. Religion, especially mainly the black church, have put a serious spell on y'all. Because I mean, I start talking like that, or somebody starts talking outside of your realm of understanding, and you get all, oh man, that he talking devil stuff now, man. You niggas got to clear your brains. You're born with gifts. Many of you are born. born with high intuitive. You're highly intuitive, which some people, in the church, they refer to it as prophet or prophecy or seer, you know, which I do my best to stay away from any church. As far as I'm concerned, they're all bogus. But you do have people in these settings, in religious settings, they're born with certain gifts. And you have religion that exploits these gifts. And that's a whole nother topic. But my getting back to my original point is when you're born this way, you get irritable fast. You get irritated fast because you can see. I mean, you can see fakeness miles away. I'm not telling you what somebody told me. I'm giving you firsthand experience since my youth. I'm born with it. I got it, and don't want it. Tried many times and methods to get it out of my blood. It don't leave. It's on you to learn how to calm it and to control it. It ain't no different from any other ability in the sense that you're in control of it, meaning you're the leader. You've been given the gift to be the leader over it. And again, it's a blessing and a curse. So you have to you have to recognize your triggers. You have to recognize certain things that trigger you. If being around, like just being in a setting where there's just a bunch of fake ass, don't go. Try to avoid it as much as possible. When you're in the gym or whatever, and you just a bunch of fake, lame, attention whore men that have to, gain attention, do grunts and scream all loud and other stuff. I'm saying for attention. When it's not, when you're not. If it's painful, that's one thing. But if you just in the gym making noise and mating calls, trying to get other dudes' attention, I put on headphones many times. I go in the gym, put on headphones. I'll go when nobody's there, or I'll go when there's some people there that I rock with a little bit. But other than that, I don't mess with it. You got to recognize things that trigger you. Certain foods you eat. You niggas are getting free game. You niggas are getting free knowledge, free valuable knowledge. Certain foods you eat contain high estrogen. Men have some estrogen, sure, but estrogen is a predominantly a woman hormone, a female hormone. They have loads more of it. That helps them in the development of their bodies. That's why they look the way they do. You know, but my point is, there's high estrogen in many foods that you eat, which affect your mood as a man. Makes you moody. I'm telling you the truth. Go research whatever. You getting game. Just absorb it. A lot of the foods you eat are high in estrogen, and it causes you to be have mood swings. And if you already hot blooded and you already have a bad temper, it's not good to eat as a man. It's not good for you to consume a lot of estrogen. Sometimes you can't get away from it, but dude, if you really want to know how dark the forces are, bro, go deep inside the estrogen study. They put estrogen on just about everything. Things you wouldn't even believe. I almost slipped and I almost slipped and told y'all something. Things you have no clue. They got estrogens and xenoestrogens and all this other stuff to change the behavior of men. You can't totally get rid of it. You have to balance it. So some meat is good. I'm gonna talk about diet. Some meat is good in your diet for some of you guys. Some meat is good in your diet because meat Meat is good for the production of testosterone. I don't give a damn what they're telling you. Meat in portions is good for testosterone and protein, yeah. But meat and eggs, I'm saying old school. Go check out a farmer's diet, a diet. Go check out a farmer's diet. Go check out a you know, cat work outside in the field. See how he eats or whatever. A lot of these cats eat for energy because they burn it off in the field working, doing labor. You burn it off in the gym. We don't live during that time where a lot of people are farming. A lot of young cats, we don't really know about farming like that compared to, our grandparents, great grandparents or whatever. They did that. So, meat in your diet, a little bit of meat in your diet, cholesterol, you need cholesterol in your diet, eggs, oil, coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil. You need these things in your diet in portions. Just see how it affects your mood or whatever. These things, cholesterol turns into test, pretty much. Or I should say, cholesterol is a precursor to testosterone production. Go do your own research. I'm just giving you, the key. I'm giving you something a subject matter to go study. So a lot of things in life are going to affect how you feel and how you move in and out of you know, in and out of life. You have to know yourself. You have to do your best. And it's hard, man. I'm telling you straight up, it's hard. Because then you have the physical aspect of it, then you have the metaphysical aspect of it. You have the mystic aspect of it. You have the spiritual aspect of it. That's another aspect of it. So all these things come into play. It takes time to develop yourself. It takes time to develop your behavior and gain control. You know, when people know they can trigger you easy, they're going to keep pushing your button. And then if you snap, like I have many times, I've had to learn many hard lessons. Because a nigga caught me on a bad day. Caught me on a bad day, and I did what I had to do, and I had to suffer consequences for that. I can tell you to, calm yourself and do your best to calm yourself or whatever. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But to move and reach high heights in life, you have to gain control of your emotions, which is pretty much your temper or your temperament. You have to, if you want to reach high heights in life, I'm just telling you what it is. You have to control your temper. You have to control your emotions, because the higher you go in life, the harder the tests. I'm sorry, the higher you go in life, the harder the tests. They're going to get harder. You're going to get tested more when you have a calling on your life, when you have greatness inside of you. I'm not talking about no motivational garbage. I'm telling you the truth. When you have a strong purpose in life, your tests are going to be greater. And before I go, I'm going to even speak on the subject of women. For a lot of you guys that are on the semen retention journey or the no-fap journey or whatever, I can speak about this. When you're born with a gift, a special gift or whatever, something that just came through your bloodline, dude, women are attracted to that, And when you get on the journey or whatever, you talking about, like, I'm gonna do semen retention, or I'm gonna discipline myself. What do they call it? abstain. I'm gonna I'm gonna activate abstinence in my life. And you see baddies or whatever, they come in and you resist. You like, man, I got this. But bro, the temptation is gonna get stronger. There's a scripture that talks about when a man awakens, he must prepare himself for temptations that's gonna come, because now you outside, you out the matrix. I'm not gonna go deep. I'm just saying, now you outside the matrix, your temptation is gonna be harder, man. I mean, look, bro. These chicks ain't out here playing, man. I keep telling y'all in these videos, these females, these chicks go towards men confident, goals, purpose driven, that's focused on themselves. These are typically men that have something special about them. They recognize it's something special about them, and they zero in on that. And that's attractive to women. Women go towards that. I mean, look, I had two chicks. I mean, told me straight up. Told me last night. And I ain't even really trying to repeat what she said. But she looked me in my eye. I mean, that eye that women give you when they ain't playing games, when they can put their claws in your flesh, they want you to really get at them. She had that look, and she looked me straight dead in my eyes. Serious. She looked crazy. But she was hot though. She was sexy. And she's like, I'll be all over you, man, in a hot minute. I mean, she just put it out there. She put it out there. She was just like, when you ready. And even if you're not ready, I'm coming for you. She pretty much told me that. She's just like, you need to watch yourself. I'm coming. She said that. Because I've already slipped up a few times. I've told you guys that. I was honest with you guys about that. But, dog. And you want to know the crazy part about it? You want to know what's crazy about it? If I'm not careful, I'm going to take her down. I'm being honest with you guys. I can't get in her. I can't go where I know she's going to be. Or if she's at a place where I'm at, I got to know how to remove myself. Because if I'm not careful, because that energy, she gonna make me get at her, and she ready and willing. And she pretty much put it on me like, if you keep running, it ain't gonna be good, because you're gonna make me come attack you. That's her thing with me. She's like, I'm gonna make this happen. That's where she at with it. So I have to really I have to really discipline myself, man. I'm not trying to make it like these chicks be all up on. I'm not trying to, whatever. I'm not trying to come off like I'm that dude or whatever. Try to gain some points from you niggas. I don't care about any of that. I'm telling you what's real. I'm telling you, when you special, when you got a call, and when you take the step, when you make the commitment to every day try to get better and better, you're trying to resist these things. For me, women are a hard thing for me to resist, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a hard thing, and I've been dealing with that, whatever. But they come harder every time. Every time you say no, bro, she gonna come harder until she catch you alone, or she catch you in a space where you can't really escape. Meaning, not that you can't physically escape, but she corner you to where your body just can't say no. Read the story of for you cats that's into it. Read the story of Joseph, when his mentor's girl was trying to chase him down so he could get at her. Y'all don't know about that story? He had to run. She was on him. He had to run. And then when the more he ran, the more frustrated she got, to where she went and told her dude that he tried to attack her physically. So dude, look man, you're almost in a war, bro. Mentally, which is spiritually, it's related spiritually. You're in a physical war and a spiritual war. And when it comes to life, you're at a war with yourself when you're trying to get better. I'm dropping heavy game on y'all, man. I'm telling y'all what it is. When you make a decision to get better, guess what? It's you against you every day, baby. It's you against you. You have to tell your old you no every day. Almost every hour on hour. If you've been highly undisciplined in your past, because your body's you form these habits or whatever. Your body's used to doing those undisciplined things. If you were heavy in that in your past, when you make the decision to do better in life and to start anew, start fresh, you have to fight the old you. For some of you cats, that's easier than others. But you have to fight the old you. If you used to, rotating 10 and 20 chicks or whatever, and you just used to getting it in, and your flesh get that, you almost like a crackhead. You're addicted to women and intercourse and these things. If you were like that back in your past, when you change and say, nah, I'm gonna tone it down a little bit, the women gonna come harder. And the chicks from back in the past, they gonna turn up the volume on you, bro. I'm just giving it to you straight. They're gonna start looking better. They know what you like, man. So every day it's a battle. You got to tell them no. It's hard, bro. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell some of these chicks no, because, man, a lot of these chicks are bad, man. I'm telling you straight. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. These chicks ain't out here playing, man. And I mean that's thotties too. A lot of these thoughts be bad as hell. It's a visual thing. They know that. That's why they look the way they do. So you just got to work on yourself every day. Control your emotions, control your temper, control your behavior to the best of your ability. When it gets to a realm outside of your control, then you got to call for help, man. You got to look, man. I know a dude. I know a dude that said when he was almost at a year of semen retention, no sex, no fat. He said the urges was getting so bad with him that he was fighting the air. Did you hear what I said? Yes, at night, when you get in that relaxed state, and because your body has produced so much testosterone or whatever, because you've abstained from it, then the feelings come. This dude said his urges were getting so bad he had to box the air, like spar, like a violent spar with the air, because he said he felt those spirits coming. To get him to call a chick over, or look at IG or whatever. You got to fight, man. You got to fight. You got to know what your temptation limit is. You got to fight. You get, you get to a point, like I said, you can't control it. You cry out for help. God, help me. Creator, help me. I can't do this on my own. I developed these habits. I acknowledge that. I need help, Creator. You got to come to God. Look, man, and that's what's wrong with a lot of you cats. This video is going longer, but that's what's wrong with a lot of you cats, man. You dudes are too arrogant. You won't humble yourself before the Creator. Listen, man, there's a force that's greater than you. It don't end and begin with you, nigga. There's a force that's higher than you. You ain't the end all be all. You got to humble yourself and come before the Creator. You don't have to. I'm not saying go to religion. You don't have to go to religion and give all your money to these snake ass pastors and preachers. Damn that. But you got to get in a space where you so listen, Creator, whoever you might be. I don't totally understand the capacity of who you are, but Creator, whoever you are, I'm crying for help. Because if you don't help me, this I'm gonna get this thotty batty and I'm gonna gut her. And I'm not gonna be able to control myself. She keep tempting me. God help me say no to her. You gotta cry out, and for you egotistical dudes that can't do that, your time's coming. You're gonna have a rough end, boy, because you won't humble yourself before God. All right, like, subscribe, long video. I apologize for that. Let me know what's good with it. Mystical Path, MP, I'm sorry. See you in the next video.